I want to play an audio soundbite for you. This happened yesterday at the White House, the briefing. There is an info babe working at CBS, and her name is Weijia Jiang, and she is a provocateur. She hates Trump, and she purposely attempts to show Trump up. She asks disrespectful questions. She asks gotcha questions for CBS News. And Trump finally hit back at her yesterday and then walked out of his own press briefing. And now people are saying, this Trump guy, you know what? The pressure's getting to him. Trump can't handle it. And I want to play this because these people have made no effort to understand who Trump is and what makes him tick. And bite here is about 43 seconds. You may have seen this if you've been watching cable news, but here it is.
Said many times that the U.S. is doing far better than any other country when it comes to testing.
Yes.
Why does that matter? Why is this a global competition to you if everyday Americans are still losing their lives and we're still seeing more cases every day?
Well, they're losing their lives everywhere in the world, and maybe that's a question you should ask China. Don't ask me. Ask China that question, okay? When you ask them that question, you may get a very unusual answer. Yes, behind you, please.
Sir, why are you saying that to me specifically?
I'm telling you. I'm not saying it specifically to anybody. I'm saying it to anybody that would ask a nasty question like that.
So she's in there wearing a mask. She took the mask off so that everybody watching would know that she's Viacom. And then she said, sir, why are you asking that question of me? Why are you asking that question of me? As though Trump's some kind of a racist. She's trying to portray him as a racist and a bigot by mentioning China. Now, but the lesson to be learned in this is not that, because that's typical left-wing behavior. This babe is Viacom. She's sitting there practicing identity politics. But Trump happens to, you should ask China for the answer to your question. She gets personally offended, thinking that Trump has insulted her. These people can't get past the notion this isn't about them. At any rate. So Trump points out, and he had a chart yesterday, pointing out that we have more testing done than any other country in the world. And that we've been ramping up our testing, and we are running rings around the rest of the world. And she says, why does that matter? Why is this a global competition to you? And that question is so illuminating. It illustrates so much about how these people and why have no idea who Donald Trump is. Donald Trump, since he's been talking politics on television for the last 30 years, has been trying to warn everybody that we are in a lose-lose set of circumstances with China, that they are manipulating their currency, that they are screwing us on trade balances, they're screwing us on import-export. They are not playing fairly in the realm of international trade. He's been on this for 30 years. It is a competition to him. The world is a gigantic competition. We are in competition with other nations. We're in competition to have the biggest, baddest superpower military. We're in competition to have the biggest, baddest super economy. We always have been. Why do you look at this as a competition? Why is it so important for you to say there are so many more tests? Anybody? Well, maybe because you people in the media have been ripping Trump for incompetence since this all started. You've been ripping him for the lack of ventilators. You've been ripping him for the lack of tests. You've been ripping him to shreds for the lack of this and the lack of that, claiming the U.S. isn't doing anything right because of him. So he comes out in a press conference and points out that we're running rings around the world in testing, which Fauci and all these other people are saying is crucial to opening up. Fauci and all these people who are encouraging the shutdown are saying we can't reopen until we can test everybody every day. What an absolute crock. So Trump responds to it. Oh, you think we don't have enough ventilators? Okay, watch this. Okay, you think we have enough tests? Watch this. Now we lead the world in ventilators and tests. Why don't you look at everything as a competition? Now, his point to her, you go ask China. Don't ask me that question. Go ask China. China started this. This is the China Wuhan virus. They started it. They kept facts and figures about it from the rest of the world for 6 weeks. They did not divulge the transmissibility. They denied that it could be transferred person to person. They denied how contagious it was. That's what he meant by go ask China. Mr. President, why does it matter global competition if everyday Americans are dying because of China, you twit, not because of me. Go ask China. But they can't see that. They haven't the slightest. You know what? It's not even that they don't have the ability to understand Trump. They don't even care to. And they don't care to understand you, who are Trump's voters. So here's soundbite number 50. It's after that exchange, we put together a montage, a drive-by media reacting to what had happened there.
We saw at his news conference today, on top of the overt racism at the CBS White House correspondent.
He saw an Asian American woman, and what did he think? He thought China.
This weird racist response to a CBS reporter, Wei Zhejiang. He said it in such a leering, ugly, nasty way.
The president doesn't like tough questions. He doesn't like being challenged by women reporters.
There he was saying to her, ask China. Why would he do that?
The president said to this Asian American, go ask China.
He's a racist. He's a disgusting racist.
It is racist to look at an Asian American White House correspondent and say, ask China.
Okay, so this woman asked him, why is everything a competition to you? So many Americans are dying. What? And he says, look, go ask China. China's where this started. China's the reason people are dying. And she takes from it that she's being insulted for being Chi-Com? They all know this is garbage. They know none of this is true. They know Trump's not a racist or a bigot. They're using all of this. It's just classic. They know everything they're saying about Trump in that montage is BS.